Hi friends. Now we'll learn English through stories. Now I'll narrate you a story. A story actually you all must have seen this story before and probably a number of times. So let's narrate that Hindi film story in English. You listen to my words, how I speak, my pronunciation, and then you repeat all this so that your English will be fast. It will become good. We say it will be spontaneous also. And by narrating the stories, your English will improve. This is the best way to improve our English, is that to narrate a story, to describe something which is interesting for us also, for the person who is listening to us also. Now I'll narrate you the story. It's a title, Sholay. It was filmed in 1975. It was screened also in 1975, and it has become a blockbuster. It is still a living film, probably the only Indian film which is still living and which is still attracting the spectators. Spectators and darshan, audience and sunne wale darshan. It's a story of revenge. A revenge of a retired inspector, and how he takes a revenge with a demonic dacoit in his area. That dacoit was very fearsome person, fearful, almost all the same. उस इलाके में बड़ी दहशत थी. He was the most feared person in that area. This inspector, he was before retirement, he nabbed this dacoit, and the dacoit then he promised dacoit 3 times that he will take revenge, and he did take revenge. He killed almost entire family of that inspector. He cut the hands of the inspector. Only the daughter-in-law of the inspector remained alive, and she became widow. Her husband was also killed. Now this inspector, he got angry. He didn't know what to do because he had already lost his hands. But he kept the fury of that revenge in his mind, and he hunted for 2 such thieves, vagabonds, who once helped him in the counter attack of dacoits on a train robbery. He hunted those 2 thieves, called them, paid them, and took the help of those thieves, and finally managed to nab this dacoit. And this inspector, who was later on known as Thakur, he broke the hands of that dacoit with his feet, with his shoes which were nailed from bottom. In this story, unfortunately, one hero dies, one hero gets amputated, deceased, and only one hero remains all intact. So this is a kind of tragedy, and it is still a crowd attracting film, still one of the best screened film on Indian screens. Now this is the simple story of Sholay. Now I just narrated the story in straight words, but you can narrate the story in different ways also. Try to narrate. See the beginning of Sholay, how? So the train was just going on, passing on, and then there was one inspector. He had 2 thieves with him. He had caught them, and he was taking them to the police station. And then all of a sudden he sees that number of horse riders coming, and the horse riders were nothing else but they were dacoits, and they started firing, and they wanted to rob the train. And in that point, so he didn't know. The inspector didn't know what to do. He was all alone. He had a simple revolver. Then these thieves, they sought mischievous. They requested him, okay, release us and let us help you. Only we can counterattack this dacoits. And somehow this inspector, he thought positively and releases those 2 thieves, and then they also started fighting with them, those dacoits, and finally they managed to keep the train safe from the dacoits. In the meantime, the inspector gets wounded, and the thieves, they think what to do. Whether if they take that inspector to the police station, then these two will also be nabbed. Two will also be punished. If they leave him there, then he may die. But the humanity, insaniyat, the humanity in them finally won. They took that inspector to the police station, to hospital, etc. They also got the punishment, and well, the inspector remembered them for their bravery as well as for their humanity too. So this is the beginning. You can also narrate the love triangle, the love angle, sorry, not triangle, love angle of that Jay and this widowed daughter-in-law of Thakur. Also Viru and Basanti, you can narrate that also, you can start with that also, you can add the comedy scenes of Asrani, Jagdeep, etc., etc., and just start narrating the story. Just make it a habit. Just do it. You know, because whatever English I have taught you so far, now you are acquainted. तुम्हारी जान पहचान हो चुकी, you are acquainted with that English, and you will be able to talk, and this is the best way to improve one's English. Okay, so I narrated one story, there will be another story very shortly. Thank you for watching me. Thank you very much. Bye bye.